city. It's the Wendy Williams Show. Now, here's Wendy.
Thank you for watching. So hello to my co-host, my studio audience. It's a good one. How you doing? I'm doing great. Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. Hello. Thanks for watching. Am I glowing? This is the face of a proud campus mom. The three of us went to visit the campus this weekend. I just seeing the boy, having a good time, and me and my husband looking so proud. Did you know that in certain colleges, for instance, the boys' college, there are bathrooms within the dorm room, so you don't have to wear the flip-flops and what? Yeah, yes! So that means it's only you and your roommate who have to deal with the foot fungus. Then again, you know, there's a lot of co-edness. Like there'll be a girl, boy on the floor. Anyway, I gotta tell you, the way they're setting up some of these colleges these days is really fabulous. Although for the tuition that they charge, they better be. And for what we sacrifice to put our kids there, he better turn out good. Anyway, that was a real fun time. We had a real nice weekend. I hope you did as well. Everybody's talking about Beyonce. She performed for nearly 2 hours and did 5 costume changes. Yes. She had a college-themed performance with 80 background dancers. She's given thigh gap, toned thighs. I'm out of my breath just looking at her. All hail the queen. You know? And and Jay-Z made an appearance and Solange was there and so was Destiny's Child. None of that even mattered. Beyonce is a one-woman force to be reckoned with. You know, I mean, it was cute that Beyonce was out with, he showed up and they did their song, and that's probably what the tour should be. He shouldn't even be headlined on the tour. Just let Beyonce do her songs, you come out with your 1-2 step, you know, and then the girls came out. People were mad at Michelle. Why were you all mad at Michelle? I don't, Beyonce's mad at her too. Look, she's not even standing close to her. She's standing closer to her. I couldn't understand Kelly's hair. Like, I like her hair, I just didn't think it was good performance hair. You know, good shimmy shake hair. Anyway, can I tell you something? Yes. This is my opinion. And we can fight all day, I don't care. Beyonce is the greatest performer of all time, living or dead. Yep. Let me tell you. When you think Michael Jackson, you think a moonwalk. He's not walking. Yes, and he did put a jetpack in and flew over a stadium. Beyonce is a human jetpack. Do you know what I mean? Prince, I get it. The time with the mirrors and Prince and all them. No, and Noah. Noah, and Noah. This is the greatest performer of all time. Who does that? When she's on top of the steps and you know I can't walk, so I'm like, oh my God, there she is on the steps. And why do the steps have to be so high? And then she comes down the steps, she's not holding onto a railing. She doesn't need one of those dancers holding onto her, nothing. commandeering the whole thing, and I love the outfits. She, you know? And she didn't have to show it all without showing just enough. And Blue Ivy is at that point in her life. You know, how old is she, 5 now?
Is 6.
6. A 6-year-old girl, you know how they love all things that are glittery and sparkly. Beyonce's got to be a superhero in Blue Ivy's mind. Just unbelievable. If I were, not for nothing, if I were Jennifer Lopez today, I would unplug my TVs. I would, just for today. All right, maybe the next week, because people will still be talking about this. I would unplug my TVs. I would fire anybody who brings up Beyonce at Coachella. And I would fire anybody in my instructional group who's trying to compare me and wanting more dancers and things like that. There's only one Beyonce. Jen, you're good. You're great. We love you. You put on a great show. Mariah Carey, that thing that she does where she walks, but that's not a show. We don't care about a show for Mariah Carey. We've already gotten used to that. You know, where she teaches. By the way, Mariah, I'm sorry to hear about what happened with your bipolar secret that you've been keeping all of these years. But she is a wonderful performer, Mariah Carey. She's got a great voice. And when she gets back into her 1-2 game, that voice is gonna sing, and you're gonna watch her in those glittery gowns walk back and across the stage. She doesn't have to tousle her hair and do that. She's invented her thing. But this Beyonce, there's a problem. And then somewhere in between the greatness of Mariah Carey and the greatness of Beyonce, these other chicks have got to try to fit in. SZA, that was not the time for you to lose your voice or whatever was going on. I know she was only there because the weekend was there, but you know, Coachella is something that artists earn their way to. They just don't land there. And she's a brand new artist, you know. Beyonce and those girls, they worked their way up. Destiny's Child, they worked their behinds up. Anyway, she didn't sound so good last night at Coachella. And people are giving her the business. I guess people who really love her aren't. And then Cardi B performed. Okay, we've known Cardi B for just a moment now, and there she is on the stage at Coachella, and she's doing what her fans love to see her do. She talks that talk, and she pops that thang, and she is who Cardi is. But there will never be, ever be, another Beyonce. Ever. And so, if it's true that this will be her last album, or whatever album will be her last album, she wants to retire, fine. Who could do all that? What?
SZA said that.
SZA said that?
SZA said that, not Cardi B.
What, that it'll be her last album?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's brand new, singing bad and talking about her last album?
Right.
All right, SZA. Whole lot of talk for the new girl. And the broken pipes. I'm here for it every day, so. Then, so we get home, we're in the college glow, you know. I'm unpacking. I don't know about you. I do not like having my luggage staring at me in the face after I've done something. I've got to, you know, unpack it right then and there. When I come in from work today, I don't want to see no luggage. You know, and a pile of dirty clothes. Nope. So I'm busy doing that, and I said, okay, perfect. So I'll do this while I'm Real Housewiving of Beverly Hills Part 2. Well, honey, it made me want to turn up the dryer louder. I mean, what was that you promised us that we did not get last night? I don't know about you, but Andy teased us like there were going to be fireworks. So if they're gonna be fireworks, then I'm ready for fireworks. The only ones were shown at the end that was between Kim and Nene, and that was like the last 5 minutes. By then, I had checked out because I was watching Black Ink. Black Ink was on at the same time, and I was distracted because this reunion was so boring. You know what I took away? Here's my takeaway from the reunion last night. While I love Cynthia's dress, it's so beautiful, that hair looks hella painful, right? Like, cause it's stiff, and I bet you that the pressure on her kitchen, cause you gotta pull the kitchen hair real tight to make sure you don't have the flyaways back there, and you can only move like this, and you could never go like that. Ooh, but she's a model, I guess she's trained at that, but yeah, that looks like painful hair. Anyway, so here was the only heated moment of the night. Take a look.
You were so jealous. I'm jealous. You're a hater. You're jealous.
You ain't got nothing on, baby
reckless.
girl. You ain't
fucking
nothing
trash.
on.
You ain't I got a lot you want. You talk every time you get with her. You say all kind of stuff.
You can't
Your
stand
mouth
with
is
friends.
red. I don't give a about y'all being friends. I don't give a
Ba. I like Nene's dress. I just wish that designers would be more, when you say nude, can you please do black girl nude as well? Do you know what I mean? Her nude could have been a darker illusion mesh, and this rim right here was just bothering the hell out of me. That it was blonde like her hair as opposed to brown like her skin. Do you know what I mean? It was like, look at the illusion, look at her thigh. That's supposed to be illusion mesh. Designers, can you either be more cognizant, or for people who buy stuff with illusion mesh, don't buy it if it's not gonna be your illusion to mesh. You know? That's all. Suzanne? Who's the girl in the number 7?
I don't know, but she's wearing a lucky number 7.
She looks really hot.
Really cute. Right here. I don't know where she got that from.
I don't know
Cute.
what Dan is doing. Dan,
Yeah,
turn
Dan,
that
turn
camera around.
She's right there.
And look at that girl with that illusion.
Turn
Yes,
around.
Dan.
Dan,
Look,
she's
no,
right
no,
there.
number 7, Dan,
Number 7,
right
Dan.
there. No panties, Dan. How about that? I bet you catch it quick like that.
Yeah.
These are my people. She threw on a shirt
Yes.
and thigh-high boots.
Yep.
And she knew she was coming here.
Yep, she sure
It's
did.
a good outfit. Did you make that or did you buy it?
My designer.
Okay, whisper to me in my ear when I come over to say hello. Okay. Okay, anyway, back to the action. So Kim announced over the weekend, after, I don't know whether this is over the weekend after she saw last night or over the weekend, but she announced that she won't be coming back next season. And my belief is that, yes, she'll be back, you know, like she said. I don't know whether you read this quote, but there was a quote from her maybe a week ago saying, look, if the price is right, I've got 6 mouths to feed. She didn't say this part, but Croy's not working. You know, that's not a diss, that's a fact. So somebody's got to pay the bills, and then Andy also said, doesn't look like we'll be seeing that wig here anymore. Talking about Kim. But if you listen very closely, because see, I'm a reader between the liner, he said that wig, meaning, all right, it won't be that wig. She'll put on another wig, you know, and it'll all be tongue in cheek. Look, they can get rid of all of them as far as I'm concerned. I don't like seeing the spiralization of Sheree. Eva is just a nice woman. She's bringing nothing to, that's where you turn up your dryer even louder. Lovely woman, but I am seeing nothing that we watched The Mess for. So she can go. Who else is there? Oh, Candy's a good one. Yeah, Candy's a good one. Portia. Okay. Yeah, that's the worst dressed award. I didn't like her dress. Too literal with that queendom thing. Like, you know, like too literal, too much material. It looked hot and everything. Beautiful girl, but I just thought, anyway. And the word to the curb is that Tamar is who they're talking about, Tamar Braxton, for being a housewife. Tamar is alleged to have said that no, that is, something just being spread around. But I wouldn't be surprised if Tamar popped up, reducing herself to a housewife when her career started off where she was supposed to be Beyonce. And so now your career is reduced to crying along with Cynthia on a housewife show. I mean, allegedly they say she needs the check, so if you do it for the check, fine, but you just realize, Tamar, that no one will ever, people who know what you're supposed to be will not look at you the same way anymore. Like you're gonna be a housewife, and then Vince, you're gonna be what, tagging along as a house husband? Logan's gonna be a houseboy? They're better than that, is what I'm saying. Do you understand what I'm saying? She's better than that. And I don't know anything about Tony's tour and who's all on, so please stop looking at your TV saying talk more. After the finale, though, why are you all skipping around?
What do you mean?
Well, first of all, I was disgusted after the finale, which I didn't see the credits roll because I was busy watching the credits roll on Black Ink Crew. Then I was pissed because I turned back to Bravo only to, I have to force myself to get to know new people on a Southern show. What's it called, Southern Charm?
Southern Charm, New Orleans last night.
Did you watch?
I was a lull in the night between Atlanta
Right, like
and
what do you
San
do
Antonio.
between 9 and 10, you know what I mean? And I'm starting to feel a little tired, so, but I wanted to stay up to watch, Stephanopoulos last night talking to Guy, but that's a whole nother topic. I managed. Do you watch the Southern show? Clap if you stayed. Clap! Are you, okay, clap if you watched season 2 finale last night. No, clap if you watched the Housewives last night. Okay, whoa, this is big. So in other words, the rest of you all did not watch the reunion? Whoa! Whoa! Okay. What were you watching? Anything but? Clap if you were watching the Black Ink Crew. Clap if you were watching your eyelids. Because you all knew you had to get up early this morning, right? Yeah, you look cute. Thank you for going out of your way. Andy, there's a problem over there, by the way. My audience is not just an audience, they are tastemakers of pop culture. And if they're not clapping, there's a situation. Clap if you think Beyonce's the greatest performer of all time. Just saying. Just saying. So after the finale, Kim Zolciak posted that she will no longer engage with Nene on social media. Who cares? Bye. Who cares? I cared more when we were doing it in our Hot Topics meeting, but I don't care anymore. We can move along. Oh. And so the third and final installment of the reunion in Atlanta will be next Sunday. I will be there. I'm gonna check it out. I don't know what's going to happen, but I will definitely have a plan B on deck. Yeah. Don Lemon sent a lovely message to the Bureau. You know Don Lemon. Yes, at CNN. So Don sent a lovely message to the Bureau over the weekend. I didn't get it until this morning because I was so busy being college mom. I love it, when you do that, like no phone, not answering the phone. Don Lemon, nothing's more important than this. Look at my boy. So he sent a message to the Bureau, the Hot Topics Bureau here, that he visited Meek Mill in prison last week. And yes, well, you know, Don is very nosy. Plus, he's a reporter. And so he was there. And you know what he told us? He told us, the Bureau, that Meek watches the show all the time. Our show. So, good morning, Meek. Good morning, Meek. And good morning, inmates. You know, you don't want anybody to have visible scars if they don't have to, but Carrie Underwood just teased us so much. Weren't you looking? Because that's what you could have done during the 9 o'clock hour. You know, like after the Housewives went off, then you could have switched over to the country music thing.
Academy of Country Music.
Right. A big deal. Carrie Underwood, you know, returned to the stage last night. She fell down the concrete steps of her home outside 5 months ago. Excuse me. Oh. Anyway, she's been hiding her face from all during social media, taking really, you know, pictures where she's hiding her face, and she's even said to us, next time you see me, I will not look the same. Last night, she looked perfect. She has no visible scars, and here's the right side of her face. Like a lot of times, if you have a visible scar, then you part your hair on the other side, and then you slink your hair over, whatever. I mean, I'm not mad that she doesn't have a scar. First of all, she had falling down concrete steps must have been horrible. She might have been a little bit presumptuous to say that she's not going to look like herself, because when you see that blood and you know, you see her busted lip and everything, and you're waiting for 911 to come. But 5 months, that's a good surgeon or something. A good surgeon. She had something with her wrist. I thought she was also going to have a busted lip. Believe it or not, some of her fans were upset. They feel like they have been lied to all this time. They, you know, like, you said you weren't going to look like yourself, but you look like yourself. We don't like you. Well, good for you, Carrie Underwood. You survived a fall, and you looked beautiful last night. So, K. Michelle was rushed to the hospital last week. Have you heard about this? Oh, well, let me tell you. She's been having complications with her butt filler. And her butt fillers, well, butt fillers, two cheeks, right, had to be removed. Well, her first surgery, she says, was last year. Although I've known her to have a big butt her whole career, I just assumed it was a part of the fakery of the booties. But okay, this is what I love. She's being very honest with her thing. A lot of people who get all this surgery and they go through complications, you lie about it. You're in pain all the time. You might be depressed, but you just continue to go through it, and you tell everybody, ooh, it's so great, ooh, it's so great. And a lot of people who have the surgery also lie, and they don't even tell you they have it. I love transparency. So, this Kay, she said she thought it went well when she had her first butt surgery. Is that before you started lightening your skin too? You know, Kay Michelle. You know, you were a little chocolate chip, and all of a sudden, that skin, it looks, well. Anyway, so this is K. Michelle with the first booty implants and the old skin. And and her body started to shut down, because after the first one, she says, all right, this went really well. Now I want to go, I want to get it bigger, because sometimes that's what surgery does. You know, you like it, and you're like into it. What else can I get done? Well, honey, from the second surgery, the silicone started to spread from her booty down her legs, and she was, oh yes, and she was rushed to surgery, and she needed a blood transfusion. No! Well, weren't we just talking last week? I was talking to you about how silicone is the worst, and this is before I knew about this. When your implants bust open with silicone, it literally, they can't just scoop the silicone out. It's like, I've been told it's like separating sand from salt. It really, it just can't be done, and it's in your life. Listen, anyway, so here's a K. Michelle observe everything, by the way. I'm not gonna say one word, but just observe everything and listen to her. And also her transparency about it. Here she is in the hospital for an update.
I'm healing up. And it's going okay. It's just been some really rough days. And I thank God. I haven't been so thankful. And I thank God for everything. Because it's just been rough. I didn't know what was going to happen to me. And nobody did. So this is the first time in my life I've ever gone through something like that.
Well, get well soon, K. Michelle. Keep it going with keep it going with being honest, you know, regarding the silicone and the outcome and everything. And let us know what you're going to use to replace, because there are other things. Like she could have gotten maybe saline. When saline pops, then that's just salt and water. It goes through your body. You know, you urinate it out. You might walk around, you know, for a moment until you see your surgeon with a whoop whoop. You know, but then you go see the surgeon and you get it replaced. Anyway, we love K. Michelle, and you get well soon. We've got more great show for you today, everybody. Up next, the inside scoop on what's going on with Bill Cosby's trial and a whole lot more. So grab a snack and come on.